Hey y'all, it's me, Vern. I'm a little bit late for this little talk that I wanted to have with you guys. It is 6:48, so I only have a little bit of time to talk about this nighttime compression garment and the way the Jobst Relax compares to other options, and what I mean by saying that it's important to compare apples to apples and not apples to oranges. So I don't see anybody joining yet, so I'm going to give it a little bit of time and then just quickly set up I've got several products that I want to show you within the category of nighttime compression garments. And if you want to talk with me, just take a few minutes. I know everybody's busy getting ready for Thanksgiving, and but if you would, say hello. Tell me where you're joining the live from. I know we have people from all over the United States and around the world. And again, this talk will be on the Jobst Relax versus other nighttime compression garment products. So this is not going to be a review per se. The goal that I have with this talk is to help you understand that it's important to sort of understand some of the technology, the fabric technology that is behind these products. So when you ask me or someone else, you know, how does that really compare, then you have an understanding of what the garment actually looks like. And then I think it'll be more clear about the distinction between the two and why one may be more appropriate than the other. So, like I said, if you want to drop a comment on where you're joining from, what city, what state, or what country, I'd be interested to know where you're joining from. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. For those that don't know me, I'm Veronica Cineres, and I am the founder and admin of Lymphie Strong. Lippy Strong is a website. It has 3 Facebook groups, also has Twitter and Instagram. For the purposes of this talk, like I said, I'm going to talk about nighttime compression garments and show you the relax. So I think it was someone a couple of days ago, someone bumped up a post that I had done. It was a quick review that I had done on the Jobst Relax, and it was bumped up from November 2019, and there were several comments on there. And after that post was bumped up, hi Denise, how are you doing? So after that post was bumped up, I received a lot of emails asking me to go a little bit further into what the relax looked like. So I'm going to go ahead and bring out the relax. This is the relax garment. Okay, I'm going to bring it up right here real close to the camera. I have bilateral lymphedema from toes to groin, and it's up both my legs. So the garments that I need, hi Ramona, the garments that I need, you know, are for both legs. And if you look at this garment, you can see, number one, the most important distinguishing characteristic is this micro weave sort of massage technology that's very unique to this type of garment. And if I open it up, even if I open it up at the top, you'll see that it's just a very massage-like garment. So when you wear it, and as you move, or you know, you're laying in bed and you're moving around, it really feels like a soft pillow. I mean, I can't describe it any other way. And it's foamy, but It has a sort of weaving that's designed to, they call it Cool Max technology. And what it's supposed to do is help the garment breathe and make it cooler for you as you're sleeping, so that you don't overheat and you don't want to take the garment off, obviously. So this is the Jobst Relax, right? See how it just folds over really nicely. It's very compact. I mean, it's probably not even thicker than the palm of my hand. You can put it inside of an overnight travel bag really easily. You know, I can take, it's pliable, so I can take it and fold it in half, and then I can fold it in half again, and then I can really, if I wanted to, just make a little roll here, and that would fit perfectly just about anywhere. So when people ask me, they say, Vern, how does the Relax compare to the Tribute? First of all, I'm going to say that I have absolutely nothing against the Tribute whatsoever. But my goal is to help everyone understand the differences between the two from an educational standpoint, from patient to patient. This group is sponsored by Jobst USA. So the products that I wear and the products that I support are from Jobst. But when you consistently ask me, okay, well, what's the difference? You know, I figured I had to come on video and explain it to those of you that are new, and maybe you just haven't had the opportunity to either ask your fitter or ask your certified lymphedema therapist, you know, for a sample of what these garments might look like. And we're in the middle of a pandemic, so that's even harder, you know, in the current climate. So, if you don't know what a Tribute looks like, this is the Tribute garment. Okay, so I've got several emails from both of you from a lot of you that asked me what's the difference between the two. And I'm going to show you. This is an old garment that I had maybe from, I want to say from 2015. You can tell that it's really, you know, it's like faded. It has some zippers on the side. And I no longer wear this garment because it doesn't fit me. Okay, but if I back up and I put these garments side by side, is it really fair to compare these two? Okay, so when you ask me, how does the Relax compare to the Tribute? Comparing these two garments is comparing apples to oranges. Okay, one is very pliable. It's meant for people who have mild to moderate lymphedema. Think about when you first started swelling, or maybe you were just recently diagnosed, and you've just found out, and you don't really have much swelling. You don't really, you know, it's fairly manageable, and you don't have very many complications. This is a garment that is designed for that type of situation. On the other hand, this Tribute, I was wearing this when I could fit into shoes. Okay, this garment, in comparison to the other one, which will just bend over. I mean, you don't even have to put it on to see how it folds over. This garment will stand up by itself practically. I bet if I put it in the corner of this room, that it would stand up by itself and not fold over. It's a lot thicker. Okay, it's a lot thicker, well beyond the palm of my hand. If I fold it, I'm gonna need look how hard it is to fold. Okay, this does not go easily into a luggage compartment. Now, if I try to fold it again, like I did the Relax, then I can't do that very easily at all. As far as the characteristics, This garment has like a really thick spongy foam technology. So when you ask me to compare the two, it's not comparing the same type of fabric technology. You're not comparing the same type of product. Now, I'm going to bring out the Jovi pack, which I am going to give a review on in the next couple of weeks, since I just received it like yesterday or the day before yesterday. So the Jovi pack by Jobst, I just got it this week. You see the similarities? We've got some characteristics that they both share. They're both very thick. You've got the foam technology here. If I hold it up, it's not going anywhere, really. It's standing up. I bet if I took this and I stood it in the corner of the room, that it wouldn't fall over. So if you put these two side by side, then you're comparing apples to apples, okay? I got several emails from you guys asking me what the difference was between the Relax and the Tribute. This is the Jovi pack. So the Jovi pack is more comparable to the Tribute, if that's what you're familiar with, as far as the garments are concerned. Now, you're not going to find me, I will never ever, like I said, diss a product. I used this way back in 2016. It served its purpose at the time. So if anybody's using that and you say, I'm happy with it, it helps me, I will never change, whatever. I'm not asking anyone to change. I'm just answering the question, what's the difference between the Relax and the Tribute? Okay, so there's another kind. You might say, oh, well, I have this other one. It's called the low profile. Oh, well, I had that too. Okay. This is another garment. Again, when you put the Relax up against the low profile, you can tell that the fabric technology between these two products is not the same. They don't feel the same. They don't don the same. They're different. Even though they're nighttime compression garments, they feel, and in my mind, work in very different ways. And that's important to understand when you're asking somebody to make a distinction or tell you the pros and cons. The other thing I wanted to show you is that these products are not the only thing that you have as far as options are for nighttime compression. Today somebody asked me, well, when do you think that you're ready for nighttime compression? And I said, well, if you feel, of course, I didn't know this way back in 2014 myself. I had no clue that nighttime compression garments even existed. And my therapist asked me, well, when you wake up in the morning, are you reducing overnight? And I said, no, unfortunately. I had before, in the whole 20 years, I was able to reduce overnight by myself. But there came a point in time where that wasn't happening for me. And it scared me. I mean, I was terrified. I didn't even know, what to think. So she's like, okay, you have a couple of options. You can start wrapping overnight. I'm not going to bring out all the wraps or everything needed for wrapping, but you can always fall back on wrapping. These are the Comproline bandages from Jobst. I've got foam here. Of course, everyone should know about cotton and the stockinette and all that stuff. So you can wrap. I mean, by all means, wrap. If you don't have anything else, or you don't have the budget or the insurance, and this is what you have, by all means, you can use this. The other option that you can use is something like the Pharaoh. You can wear this at night. This is the Pharaoh, and it's a Velcro system. And all you do is take the pieces and put them on the limb that are affected, and fasten them up as you go either up the arm or up the leg. So, which is easier for me? You know, last year I got the Relax and it was fine. I was reduced. I didn't have any problems. Everything was going great. This summer, for me personally, I had an issue where I had another medical condition that caused a lot of swelling, and my lymphedema started to flare up really bad. And this got really tight. It got tight to the point to where I couldn't wear it comfortably. And then I started to panic. So I got some bandages. But at the end of the day, you know, washing the bandages and rolling them and doing all that stuff, that takes a lot of time. And so when I wasn't sure, my lymphedema was fluctuating so much from day to day, on a day-to-day basis. For a while, this is what I used, and it's perfectly fine. There were days where I was more swollen than others, so I had to be able to adapt and adjust to that situation. I got sick way back in July and August is when I was really, you know, in the weeds with that other illness, and my lymphedema just was doing this. It was just all over the place. There was, you know, one day I was really struggling with shoes. I actually had to bounce between two pairs of shoes because, you know, one day the shoes that were looser would fit, and the other days, you know, they'd be really loose. So this helped me during that time, the Feral Rocks. So now I'm in a situation where I'm more consistent, I'm more stable, I'm actually reducing a little bit, you know. Done a lot of changes to adapt to that other medical condition, and I'm trying out the Jovi pack. So that other post that was bumped up from 2019, that was on the Relax. And this review that's coming up for December is going to be on the Jovi pack. So I'm going to have a situation where possibly when I'm feeling more swollen and this still fits, I'm going to use this. Or maybe I get to wearing this and I reduce, and I get back to fitting into this. I don't know, we'll see. But like I said, these are two very different types of garments, and it's important to understand the distinction when we're talking in the threads about whether one is better than the other. I don't think it's really necessarily a case of one being better than the other per se. It's a matter of where you are. Is your lymphedema mild, moderate, severe? What's your lifestyle like? Do you prefer bandaging at night? You know, I know people who've been wrapping every night for over 20 years. They can wrap so fast they can make your head spin, and they're perfectly fine. They have no interest whatsoever in looking at different options. They're like, I don't care, I'll just wrap. That's fine, you know. But I don't know if anyone has any questions. I thought I saw one up here. Okay. Okay, Renee is asking, is it possible to ever get Indio to cover the cost of a nighttime garment? I'm sorry, Renee, I don't know what Indio is. If that is a particular insurance policy, everyone in the U.S. is working on trying to get the Lymphedema Treatment Act passed. So if that passes and Medicare begins to cover compression garments, then the likelihood of private insurance policies here will also change. So that's why we're really trying really hard to get the Treatment Act passed. I don't see any other questions. I'm not a professional speaker. I'm not, you know, I just care. I speak off the cuff a lot of times with these videos. I don't really have a speech planned or anything like that. I just wanted you guys, like I said, to know the difference visually speaking, on the difference between the Relax and a product like a Jovi pack. See, these are very different thicknesses. I still have the tag on this garment. So yeah, so it is what it is. And I'll just leave you with that. If you have any other questions, you can email me. You can put it in the group inbox. It is now 7:09 p.m. on November 24th. So if you watch this video later and I'm asleep, drop a question down in the comments and let me know. Hopefully this cleared this up for those of you that emailed me and wanted to know more information about what the Relax looks like. This is what it looks like. And if there's more clarification that you need, just let me know. I'm wishing everyone great lymphatic health. I hope that you are pain and cellulitis free. And I'm wishing you a blessed Thanksgiving. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.